Now let's take a look at the most recent data on inflation, and that's for a couple reasons. One is that with the looming tariffs, there is concerns over what will be the inflationary impact. Are we going to have another surge in inflation like we did a couple years ago? Now, the first thing I want to mention is that in the 2018 and 19 trade wars, when we had a lot of tariffs put in place on China, the EU, Canada, Mexico, then inflation did not even go up a tick. It stayed around the 2% level. So tariffs don't have to be inflationary. That's the first thing. The second thing is when we look at the state of play right now, things are pretty positive. And what am I talking about? First, I'm talking about barrel of oil is down to $61 a barrel. Much, much lower than it's been the last 4 or 5 years, when it tended to be in a range between 70 and 90 for most of that time period. So it's very good to see oil down. The second thing is when we look at commodities, and commodities we're talking about energy like oil and gas, precious metals, which is gold and silver, agriculture, corn, wheat, sugar, etc., and industrial metals like copper and aluminum. There is a way to measure a composite of these that is an ETF. PDBC is the ticker symbol. And this is a chart of this measure of commodities over the last 10 years. And note, from late 2020 to early 2022, this skyrocketed. And this is what inflationary spikes tend to look like. Oil went up to almost $120 a barrel. All commodity crosses kind of across the board were skyrocketing. Well, look at the case now. In fact, we are at outside of, for about a month in 2020, when the economy was shut down and there was virtually no demand for any of these commodities, we see today commodities at the lowest level in the last 10 years. So again, this is not the picture of an environment where inflation is on the cusp of being out of control. So we are very happy to see that.